Hey guys, Jen here. Thanks so much for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be going over 8 Poshmark dropshipping tips. I'm super excited to bring you this video. We're going to discuss all things Poshmark dropshipping. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you like to get more content like this. Okay, so if you've made it to this video, you probably already know what dropshipping is. It's an e-commerce model that is super attractive. A lot of people have been kind of entering dropshipping. It has a low barrier to entry. It's easy on the wallet. It has a ton of benefits. So I'm going to show you how you can do dropshipping with Poshmark. So meet Poshmark. Poshmark is an online marketplace where sellers and buyers come together to exchange goods. So you can see the different categories that they have here of products that they sell in. You can see some of their popular collections. And this is the website that I'm on. They also have an app that you can access on Android and iPhone. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get logged in here, and then we will start with these 8 Poshmark dropshipping tips. Okay, so you can see here that we've gotten logged into Poshmark. When you log in, you'll be taken to a dashboard that looks like this. It'll show your likes and some of your recents here on the left, like your recent views, and then it has your feed here. All right, so when drop shipping from Poshmark, tip number 1, be active. So one thing that you'll notice with Poshmark as soon as you log in is that the members are super active. When I first joined Poshmark, I noticed that I was getting a lot of follows and likes, and if you support other people's content, they will likely support your content as well. And it's really easier to illustrate this on the app. But for example, if you go in and start following people and liking people and supporting listings, you will get that back in return. I remember first joining Poshmark and I got my first 1,000. All right, and I'm back. I got my first 1,000 followers like in the first week or something. Their growth is really insane, crazy, and it's really great to take advantage of this now before they have any type of algorithm changes. I remember that it was a lot easier way back in the day on Instagram and Pinterest before companies went public and all kinds of stuff. Now it's difficult. It's more difficult, and you either have to pay to play or you have to be just insanely active and really have staff or a team or really be on it to grow with some of the platforms, not all of them. But the point is, you really want to take advantage of how awesome Poshmark is now and the ability to grow super quickly. I'll see regular people with 200,000 followers, and you wonder if it can be done for yourself, and let me tell you, it can be. But the key is to be active, and I really encourage you to use the platform every single day. And this means going in and hearting listings, making comments, following people, doing this on a daily basis. And it's not going to be hard because the more active you are, the more love you'll get back in return. So you'll be doing these activities, and in turn, you'll be seeing your account grow as well. Tip number 2, list a lot of products. You don't have to go crazy listing thousands of products or even hundreds of products, but you'll want to list at least a couple dozen products, and you'll see the more that you list, the more the platform's really gonna like you. At least that's been my personal experience. So try to source as many products as you can and list those right on Poshmark. All right, tip number 3, source from sellers with a lot of inventory. So we all know about drop shipping. We know about sourcing from sellers online like Walmart or Target or other places where you can do online shopping. You want to make sure that your source has a lot of inventory, because you'll see that when you list products, they can be snapped up and sold really, really quickly. And the worst thing is selling a product and not having the inventory to fulfill. So you can avoid running out of inventory by either selling common items. And when I say common items, I mean a product that can be sourced from various places. Like if you sell a pair of Levi's brand new denim jeans, you can source them from six different online stores for a similar price. So that's a common item. Or you can source common and unique items from suppliers that have a lot of inventory, like Walmart, for example. So that is really a key tip. I would not recommend sourcing from places like eBay unless the seller has a lot of inventory. I remember one season I did source from eBay and I had a lot of sales. I had probably dozens of sales in my first couple of weeks, and I had a really hard time fulfilling. And this was from the very beginning. So imagine starting brand new with Poshmark, like starting today, and a week from now having dozens of sales. That's really awesome, and it only gets better from there. So a big challenge I had was because I used eBay as a source, the item would sell or the listing would expire and the seller would not renew, and it really presented a lot of challenges. So to overcome that, just remember to source from sellers with a ton of inventory. Tip number 4, visit Poshmark daily. This kind of ties into tip number 2 where I talked about being active. But if you do something as little as logging into the platform and clicking around every single day, that's really going to help you out. What I've noticed with a lot of marketplaces and platforms is the more you log in and are active, the more traffic and views and sales you'll get. And I've noticed this with many different platforms, from marketplaces to social media networks. They have some type of secret sauce going on back there, I bet, where they reward people that are active. Because if you think about it, if they're showcasing sellers that are not active, that haven't logged in a month, and they do make a sale and the seller doesn't get the email notification, or they don't know because they're not as active, that's really going to provide a poor experience for the customer. So instead, promoting sellers that are active, who are likely to fulfill orders, is something they can get behind. I hope that makes sense. Tip number 5, don't procrastinate. So when you make a sale, you want to fulfill that order as quickly as possible. Don't take 4 days to celebrate that win and be all excited and fail to ship on time or fail to ship quickly. Poshmark is a little different, and they're unique among marketplaces because they provide you a shipping label that you have to use. So you'll see that some marketplaces may not promote drop shipping, or they frown on drop shipping, and it looks like Poshmark may be one of them. So what you'll see is that with other marketplaces like eBay or Amazon or even Mercari, other online marketplaces, they give you freedom in terms of being able to ship to your customers the way you want to. So they put it on you. Do you want their assistance? Do you want them to provide you with a label, or do you want to do shipping on your own? Other marketplaces do not do that. So with Poshmark, they are going to provide you a shipping label. So here's the challenge. You get a shipping label, but you want to drop ship. How can you do that? You can't. So if you dive deep into the internet, you may find videos on YouTube or articles or resources on Google that tell you that you can drop ship on Poshmark, and there may be some ways you can get around doing it, but in the end, to avoid the headache, I would just recommend shipping yourself. So what you'll do is, after your item sells in your Poshmark store, you're going to go to your source and order, have it shipped to you, and then you'll use that label and drop it off at your local post office or UPS store, and then that's it. So is it drop shipping? Technically, no, but it is still an awesome way to run your business because you won't have to stack up a lot of inventory like the traditional e-commerce model. You only purchase items after they sell, and Poshmark will pay you. So the only challenge that can possibly arise with this is if you do procrastinate, because if you take too long to ship the item, then you're going to be getting notifications from Poshmark and you're at risk for having your sale canceled. So to avoid this, you want to ship as soon as you get that order. So you'll get an order or you'll get a sale on Poshmark. You'll order from your supplier to your address, and then you'll use Poshmark's shipping label to ship to the customer. Easy. Tip number 6, pick free shipping. So we just talked about how you cannot technically drop ship with Poshmark, but if you have items shipped to your address and then you use their prepaid label to ship to the customer, you want to make sure you pick free shipping from your supplier to allow for more profit margin on your end. So if you sell a pair of shoes for $20 and you source it from your supplier for $8 with $4 shipping, that's going to eat into your profit margin. So to avoid that, pick free shipping suppliers or pick free shipping options if possible. You also want to keep in mind that you want to have that item delivered to you as quickly as possible. So if there are shipping fees, that's okay. If you're going to be getting the item quickly, just make sure that you build that cost into your overall profit margin so you're still making a nice profit. All right, tip number 7, shipping supplies. So since you're going to be shipping goods to consumers, you're going to want to get shipping supplies, and I'm going to show you how to get them. All right, so meet Uline. Uline offers wholesale shipping products. They have tons of different types of shipping goods to help you ship your products to your Poshmark customers. I've been a customer of Uline for years and years, and they're really great. Once you order your supplies, you'll get them in like a couple days. They're nice and affordable. You can also go to places like eBay. You can order shipping supplies from AliExpress. So lots of cheap shipping goods options available for you. All right, last but not least, tip number 8, track it all. So when you're doing drop shipping, regardless if you're drop shipping from Poshmark or other marketplaces or even your own private storefront online, you want to make sure that you track it all for your business. You want to know what kind of profit you're making, where you're sourcing your products from, how much is the retail cost, and how much is shipping, if any, how many sales you're getting in a month. Record everything. And the easiest way to do it would be through a spreadsheet software like Microsoft Excel. You can also use Google Sheets for free. There are other tools out there that are free and paid that you can use. Whatever option you like to go with, perfectly fine. Just make sure that you track it. Being organized is an essential part of good business. So this is really critical. It's probably going to be the most boring part of this whole process, but totally necessary. When it comes to taxes and accounting and bookkeeping, this is going to really save your behind. So do not forget to track. All right, guys, that wraps up this video on 8 Poshmark dropshipping tips to help you succeed in running your Poshmark dropshipping business. What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know what questions you have. And again, like this video, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.